The following segment is sponsored by Smith Injury Law and 300hurt.com.
Who has a tougher job? The attorney who represents the insurance company or your personal injury lawyer? Attorney Richard Smith is here from Smith Injury Law to talk about it this morning. Hi, Richard.
Good morning, Margaret.
Basically, the party that bears the burden of proof and has to build the case from the ground up, you say that's the side putting in the most work, right?
Yes, ma'am. Basically, we have to build the case from the ground up. That's why it's very important that you get an experienced personal injury attorney in your case at the beginning of the case, because mistakes can be made that are very hard to overcome later in the case. We have to prove that the defendant was at fault in a car accident case. We have the burden of proof. We have to prove that your injuries that you're complaining of came from the accident and weren't pre-existing. We have to prove your damages. All of that is the burden of the plaintiff to build your case from the ground up.
And that takes a lot of work. You make a construction metaphor about it. Basically, you're building the strongest case you possibly can from the ground up, and the defense attorney just needs to poke some holes in the case to bring it down, to demolish that case, right?
That's correct. We did a video about that. It's on YouTube. Basically, what's harder, building a building from the ground up, and we showed a construction of a large building, or simply knocking the building down. And obviously it's much easier to knock a building down than to build one. And that's really the right metaphor, because all the defense attorney is doing is just trying to find holes in the case they can poke.
Right.
Poke enough holes, the whole case falls down.
Right, which is why you say that case has to be built in a really solid way. And it's really important to have an experienced attorney who can do that, who can build the strongest case, and to do that early, right?
Absolutely. Once you've given recorded statements, which we've warned about before, once you've talked to the adjuster at length, you can box yourself into a situation where when you decide to get a lawyer later, we can't get you out of the box. So basically, the best thing to do is when you're involved in a serious accident or any type of accident where you're injured, don't wait. Go ahead and contact a lawyer today, and we're here all the time to help you.
At Smith Injury Law, your practice areas include personal injury, workers' compensation, car and truck collisions, and Social Security disability claims. Anything else you want people to think about today, or just know what it's like to work with you?
Well, we're here for you, for our clients. We dedicate ourselves to helping injured people. We don't work for the insurance companies. We work for people who are actually injured. And it's very important to know that we fight hard on the case. We basically take in denied cases. We've had many cases recently where the insurance company just denied the case for no reason. We got the case, very little effort on our part, and now they fully are paying the claim. It happens all the time. If you don't have somebody working for you, the insurance company's job, they don't see their job as making sure you're taken care of. They see you as a claim, another number, and if they can close that claim for less money, they will.
And you're there to build that client's case as strong as possible. People will want to contact you by calling 300hurt or visiting 300hurt.com. Richard Smith, Smith Injury Law, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Margaret.